Okay, so I have got summer holiday, and the first 2 weeks of the summer holidays tends to be our holiday time. So I've got my summer reading books here, and I'm just going to share with you what I really badly want to read while we're on holiday, as it were. So first up, A Song of Race and Ruin by Rosanna A. Brown. This is a YA Own Voices fantasy book, which I finally managed to get a copy of. I'm really loving the cover, and I can't wait to read this. I'm then turning completely to something different, and I've got a couple of dinosaur themed books here. This is West of Eden by Harry Harrison, and this is The Dinosaur Laws by Victor Milan. Both look at the dinosaur era. This one is what would happen if the human race didn't evolve quite as fast as another species. And this one has dinosaurs that are almost pretty dangerous pests on this planet, and we have to live alongside them, and so this follows that struggle. And then for the second week of our summer holidays is DraconAthon, which is a readathon that's running the whole of August, and so I've picked out a few books to get me going on that while I desperately search my shelves and the library for other books that fill all the 7 prompts. I'll leave you the links to DraconAthon's Twitter feed and also the hosts. I'll leave that all down in the description box down below, so you can go and check that out and find out all the information. But what I really like about this readathon is it's so diverse. If you can't fulfill the challenges with dragons, then you have to fulfill the challenge with a geographical location, and that is directly linked to the dragon. And it means that the 7 books you're picking can be extremely diverse because it's not focused on white Western European or white North America authors. And so I'm really looking forward to actually pushing myself and finding authors from other cultures and other countries with hopefully some dragon influences in there, but we'll see. So I've got Dragon Masters by Jack Vance. This is quite an old sci-fi book published in the 60s. It's got the space theme, so it ticks one of the prompts. And I think it actually has dragons in as well. So it's quite a skinny book, so I should be able to get through that in a day or two, because obviously being in the 60s, these are published with quite small fonts. So there we go. Then I've got book 3 of the Shadow of the Fox trilogy. This is Night of the Dragon by Julie Kawara. I want to finish this trilogy because that's one of my own personal challenges for this year, and this one has the Great Dragon in it. Where the Mountain Meets the Moon by Grace Lynn. This has been on my reading pile for a couple of months now, thanks to Gavin, and it's full of mythology and fairy tale like stories, so I want to read this one. Also has dragon on the front. And All the Wandering Light, this is by Heather Fawcett. This has little dragons that travel with you and create their own light and all that. It's a sequel to Even the Darkest Stars, and so I've been waiting to read this for quite some time now. I've had it for over a year, and I really ought to finish this duology. So there we are. So that's my summer holiday reading that I'm hoping to do over the next few weeks. I'll leave all the links for the DraconAthon readathon in the description box. You can go and watch the host videos because they're very good at explaining everything and pronouncing all the dragon names, which will be really fun when I do my own wrap-up video for it. Let me know what you're planning to read while you have a holiday, a bit of a break, a bit of a kickback from normality, as it were, and leave your book list down below in the comments or links to your videos. That would be lovely. Thank you very much. And in the description box, as well as all the other stuff I've mentioned, there is the link to my social medias, Goodreads, Twitter and Instagram, and the link to my book blog. Yeah, I do it occasionally, I promise. And there's also a link there to a black booktuber and an indigenous booktuber as well, because they're part of our community too, and it's been drawn to my attention extremely painfully that we, the white booktube community, ignore huge swathes of other booktubers out there. So yeah, link to a black booktuber and an indigenous booktuber as well. Please go and check them out and support them. Thank you very much. As always, thank you very much for watching, and happy reading. Be well.